Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Richard Plunker from the Puppetdom Geek, and today guys, I got you the review of the Røde Video Mic Go. Now I picked this up recently just because I wanted something to improve my onboard microphone on my DSLR, but wasn't too expensive like the Video Mic Pro. Now the Video Mic Pro will set you back $250. Now that is a lot of simoleons. Now this here will set you back $99, which is really cheap, really affordable, but of course you would like to see how it sounds like. Now this is something I found really hard to pick just because, you know, I was happy to pick up the Video Mic, Røde Video Mic camera from the shops, which was I think $150. Now the Video Mic Pro, which goes even further, which is obviously the slimmer one, but the Video Mic actually has this same cradle but uses power, whereas the Video Mic Go doesn't use any power at all, which is really something really nice because it's something you can constantly have on your camera and not ever have to remember to turn on that battery or turn it off because it uses a 9-volt battery. Now being the person that I am, reviewer, I love fiddling with things. The first thing I did when I did purchase this was take off this to see how it actually looked. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then I pushed my finger pressing this little filter here and it went inside and I was like, oh my God, I lost it. It went all the way down to the bottom and I had to sort of make a long, like a clip and sort of pick it out. And anyways, so don't do that. I'm sure Røde doesn't expect you to take this filter off and then put your finger through it. But I wanted to see if that was a hollow sort of filter going through the whole thing or if it was just a tip. But I thought I'll just let you guys know about that. Anyways, so let's put this to the test and hear the difference. Okay, so a couple of the microphones that I will be using today to do this sort of test is obviously the Video Mic Go camera plugged directly into the camera itself. Also the zoom camera, which I may actually plug the Video Mic Go into that also, but currently I actually have this lapel microphone going directly into the zoom camera. Also, I'll test the Røde, I forget what it's called, but it's a Røde lapel microphone which plugs directly into your iPhone, and we'll hear the difference with that also because this is only $60, whereas the Video Mic Go is $99 but does offer a different range as it's sort of like a shotgun microphone. So what you're hearing right now is the lapel microphone plugged into the zoom. Now I actually use this microphone often and I usually have it under my shirt, but obviously a lapel microphone offers a lot more volume as I prefer it as my baseline when doing reviews, but I wanted something as a backup which will go to the Video Mic Go. So what you're hearing right now is the onboard mic camera on my 60D. Now I have it about, I think it's sort of not the middle but the one on the left hand side, so it's sort of like a quarter of that. And that's the volume coming from the 60D. Now I'm going to plug the Røde Video Mic Go into that and we'll see if that makes any difference. So now I've plugged the Video Mic Go directly into my 60D. Now I do have it at that quarter mark on the manual settings of the microphone. Now I'm not too sure what you can hear difference, but from my testing I found that I was getting a bit of a buzzing noise on there. Now I'm not too sure if that's just because of my settings and my environment, but I'm definitely going to do more tests outside of this. Now from the tests that I've seen other people do, it didn't seem to have a buzzing, so I may have a defective unit, I'm not too sure, but this is what you'll be hearing right now. I sort of have it at that quarter mark. And also one thing to note is that you do need power from your camera through the 3.5 jack to power that microphone. Now make sure your camera is compatible because there's been a couple of sites where I've seen on forums where people have purchased this and then the camera was not compatible with the actual microphone because you do need, you do need output power or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called, but definitely research into that before you actually jump in and buy this microphone. Now I'm going to do a test on my zoom microphone, which I have exactly the same distance as the Video Mic Go. Now I'm not too sure if I'm going to get a bit of noise on this because I was having a bit of problems with the internal microphone, but I will just still do a test on this and see exactly how it sounds. I've got the levels about the same, so hopefully let's see if it makes a difference because there's been a couple of points where people have been putting H1s on top of their camera and still getting fairly good audio on that. So is it worth buying a microphone like this, or actually getting a H1, which is exactly the same price, but is a bit more universal in a sense that you can actually plug a lapel microphone in there, or any microphone which doesn't need any phantom power. Now, one other thing to note though is that you do need power to power the H1, which is why the VideoMic Go, you know, has its sort of place in this, as it doesn't need any power at all. Okay, so I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'm actually recording this video 2 days after I filmed my VideoMic Go review. Now, I did have some problems with it and I just returned it, gave it to the store, and I actually got the VideoMic Pro. So this is what you're hearing right now. So I guess you can sort of have a comparison of the VideoMic Go and the VideoMic Pro, the Zoom and the Røde, all these things on here. Tell me what you guys think about it. This is actually the first time I'm actually using it, so when I actually go to edit this video, we're actually going to hear the difference. I'm hoping that actually sounds a lot better compared to the VideoMic Go. I mean, of course it's going to sound a lot better, but you know, my usual setup is setting up my Zoom right here, not like that. I sort of have it in my pocket or just on the floor here, which is connected to a lapel microphone, which is the giant squid microphones. I'm going to do a review on those because I've been using those for not a couple of years, maybe 1 or 2 years now. And I recommend those lapel microphones because they're handmade, they're really unique, and they're a hell of a lot cheap. Anyway guys, so I'm going to cut between this and going back to the original review, but stay tuned to the review of the VideoMic Pro also, and I'll talk about the VideoMic Go on how much it sucked in a way. No, it didn't suck that much, it just sucked for me. Okay, so now I actually have the VideoMic Go plugged into my camera, the Zoom microphone plugged into my lapel, and the Røde lapel microphone plugged in to my iPhone. Now I'm actually getting quite good volume on my iPhone, as I can have, you know, a reading on here, which is really nice to have. Now the one thing though with the lapel microphone which plugs into your iPhone, forget exactly what it's called, but for $40 it isn't that bad, and it's something you can always have on you and get really great audio. Even if you're doing vlogs or something, you can just have it connect to your phone, plug it into your you know, t-shirt or whatever you're wearing and get really great audio. However, I did find I was getting a bit of hiss in that, and it doesn't sound as, doesn't have enough volume as actual lapel does have. I'm actually using the Giant Squid lapel microphone. They're a really great brand. There's like 2 guys which actually make them, which is amazing, and it is something, you know, I think they cost $40 also, and it's quite cheap and affordable compared to the bigger brands out there which have lapel microphones which can cost in the hundreds even. Now with the Røde VideoMic Go, in my testing, I forget if I mentioned it already, I was getting a slight of a buzzing sound, and I'm not too sure exactly, again, if it's my environment or if it's the actual, you know, camera itself. I'm not entirely too sure, but again with the Zoom microphone, I find that this is one of the easiest things to have. You know, I have the Zoom H2N, so I do have to have it on a stand. It doesn't exactly fit properly on top of my camera, but if you had the H1, they'll fit perfectly on there, and I find it probably a great thing to have if you were getting similar audio qualities in there, and if you just wanted to capture slightly better volume around like your surroundings. It's something great to have, but again, as I mentioned before, it's one more thing that you have to do when, you know, turn on power, make sure levels are okay, and then go from there. Whereas here, I can have the VideoMic Go constantly plugged in and not have to worry about it. Now before we wrap up, I'm going to go solely on the VideoMic Go, even though I have all this connected to me. The VideoMic Go is really great, comes with a great small cable which is still long enough to plug into, so if you do have some sort of like, you know, rig of some sort, you can still plug into a camera, and then wherever you have your VideoMic Go, you can sort of still reach that. But again, because it uses a 3.5mm jack, you don't have to actually use that cable in particular. You can use any 3.5mm jack. Now it does have the Rocat or let's go Rocat cradle on there, which is, you can find on the VideoMic camera or the other microphone also, which is a great cradle. It's really stable. You know, if you're going outside, if you're running about, the run and gun. I mean, this is the whole point of the VideoMic Go, is to run and gun and still get decent audio besides your, you know, built-in camera audio. Again, if you are shooting professional videos, I highly wouldn't recommend the VideoMic Go, but if you're you just want something a bit more audio out of your camera, definitely the VideoMic Go is something to get, because for $100, it's peace of mind that you can always rely on that audio in case something of one of these fail, and you're going to get slightly better audio than your camera audio, which just sounds a lot tinny as you heard before. Okay, so now I actually have it about halfway on the microphone. Now this is where I'm actually having a noticeable difference of the sound, where it was making this zzz, real like, you know, buzzing sound. I'm not sure if this actually makes any difference. I did put it halfway again. If I am getting a noticeable buzzing sound, then it is a defective unit and I will be returning it. But again, definitely check out other reviews out there, because the audio quality in this isn't too bad for what it is. You know, you do get better quality than the mic, which is something why this microphone exactly exists, you know, to something to replace it, but not actually get professional audio out of it. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you did want more information, leave a comment down below if I forgot to answer anything, or, you know, talk about something. Hopefully I can answer your questions. If you are new to my channel and want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. I put out videos here and there, and you'll be notified when I do actually put out a new video. But other than that guys, hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.